joining us today. My name's Susie and I have another balloon upgrade idea for you this St. Patrick's Day. What it will entail is one 11-inch balloon filled up. I have 16 pumps in here. And then we're going to make a quad out of black 5-inch balloons. If you haven't made a quad before, it's just a matter of one pump on each one of these quads. So I just take one pump and one pump. Bring them together, tie them up. Then the quad is just when you bring them all together into one. So with this quad, we're going to put it at the base of our 11-inch. And that is going to serve as it just holds this up. So now that we have the base, you need to get a couple of weights, and I'm just going to stick them in between the balloons here so that it makes it so that it's nice and balanced and heavy. Okay, this is going to be a pot of gold, just so you know, St. Patrick's Day, and this is how I'm emulating it this time. And what we'll need for a rim is a 160 in black with about 15 pumps. And then you'll just take the two ends and tie it together. And we're just going to cut off the mechanics and save these ends for later because they always come in handy somewhere. And then we're going to round this out. And it's going to sit right on top to hold the gold. And one of the best ways I have found as an adhesive is these dots or dashes. But when it's cold, they don't really hold very well. So if you're in a cold area, just make sure that you're warming them up with your hand or your fingers because otherwise they're not very compliant. So just warm them up a little bit with each end. And I think 3 of these dots should be just sufficient on this one. Don't worry, Mom, I'll pick them up later. And here is the last. And this will just sit right on top. So that we have a little unit now that's going to hold the gold. I've gone ahead of time and I've made up a couple of not duplets and not quads but 3s. And how I do that is I'm just going to take a balloon with one pump and one pump, tie these together, and then here's my third. 3's not a crowd in this instance. So the gold will just kind of sit in here, and we can put 2 or 3 of these on here. I think that would be sufficient. And again, the way that we're going to get these to adhere is these little dashes. Always works in a pinch. So one will sit in here. This one here will also touch the floor of that balloon. Sit in here. I think it could hold another one. And if you don't have any of these 5-inch in gold, maybe you have an 11-inch or a 7-inch in the gold, that would also work quite well. And I can show you how we make that. If you don't have it, then if that's the instance, then just take an 11-inch balloon and give it 2 or a little more pumps. When you tie the knot, just have a little bit, like about a thumb's distance from the end of the balloon and the knot. And at this point, you're going to squeeze 1/3 of the air into the neck of the balloon and twist it off. And now with this 2/3 here, you're going to just split it in half and twist it. And then with this, the end of this balloon, you're just going to wrap it around. So this also would serve as gold nuggets, and you can put those right inside of the center of that. All right. Now, what would be cute is if we had some sort of a 4-leaf clover, wouldn't you say? Yes, I would. Well, let me show you how we make that. That is going to entail another 160, and this gets 8 pumps. And we're just going to tie the knot. And you always want to work with this and warm this up a little bit before you do any twisting, because we're twisting and it doesn't really want to change shapes as easily as you would think if it's cold and also hard. So we're going to take about a digit's worth of length here, and I'm going to pinch and I'm going to twist it, and I'm going to take that little end of the balloon and put it on through. And now my goal is to make 3 more of these little pinch twists this size. So I'll go with the same size, pinch it and twist it. 1 more, gonna pinch it and twist it. And 1 more, pinch it, twist it. And here we have our little 4-leaf clover. And to have a little bit of style, you can always work with the shape that is remaining. Have just a little bit of a flip on it. And then you'll take and tie off the end of that and put the knot as close to the base of the balloon as you can get. And then with some scissors, just cut off the base. Save this for later. You never know when you're going to need it. And again, we're going to use a little more of these glue dots. And put them on. Darn cute. And if you want to add another one in another color, just to add a little bit of style, designer's choice, you can do that. But for simplicity style, we're just going to stick with this. And this is going to be the base for our weighted foil balloons. And we will just attach the weight down here. And you have got a cute Happy St. Patrick's Day celebration piece right here in under 5 minutes. All right, I hope this helps you to have a department that looks absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining us today, and have yourself a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.